coming out and having to be this giant orc. And the thing is, you know, like Fandy Circus, that little tight outfit and crawling around being Gollum, you know. You know, you can feel right in that particular sort of shape, but having to play the big character in this suit was, I really had to just forget that I looked like a complete idiot and become big. And it was like, if I moved like myself, Azog sort of didn't look as big as he needed to be, so I really had to sort of like, you know, create this whole mass for the guy, which was another element of the acting, getting back to the question, you know, you have to live outside of your own body, become this being. The night before I went into the film, I got out Jaws and The Empire Strikes Back, because I was I only had 5 days to get ready for this, and I was trying to realise what had moved the world before in other films, and I thought, Darth Vader, if I can get a voice as strong as Darth Vader, I can get something as powerful as Darth Vader. And then I thought the shark, and the thing about Jaws is that it's such a vicious thing to look at. You never see it in the film. You just see the fin, or you see you're waiting to see it come out of the water, and it doesn't come out for the last second. So with Azog, on the opening scene, this is how I played him like Jaws. The little, you know, remember the first movie? The orcs came in and they were like, sire, you know, the dwarves, you know, we let the dwarves get away, or something, they got away. And I made Azog stand sort of with his back to them. You couldn't see him. And then he was just like this, he was like, so I made him lurk like a shark that you couldn't see. Until he turned around, and even when I turned around, I said to Peter, can that big white wolf of mine be over here so I could just pat its head and deflect the energy? Because I didn't want the shark to come out. And then as I walked to the front, I sort of played with this guy's head like it was a parent talking to their child. So I made it all very safe. And then suddenly I went, ripped him up by the throat and threw him into the wolves. And suddenly the audience was sort of like taken into that Jaws moment. I thought it worked really effectively, but you know, these things. Am I answering this question at all? But yeah. So you know, there's just all of this kind of additional stuff that you've got to put into action into your acting when you're doing motion capture. It's such a fascinating process. You know, I'm about to go down. I'm in New Zealand in the middle of July to shoot the third film. That's how late my stuff gets added in. But for the third film, I think Thorin Oakenshields in the big shit. He's in big trouble.